A Yakima County Sheriff's deputy is in the hospital, shot while responding to a domestic violence call. And the Washington State Patrol has a new tool when it comes to hit and run crashes in the state. How it works, coming up.
And a little warmer than we saw yesterday, but staying in our averages. But some showers are on the way. I'll tell you where and when those are popping up, coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And Riley, unfortunately, the sun is coming up just later and later, so we don't have the sun to see just yet this morning. But what can we expect once it comes up?
Once it comes up, well, we're going to continue to see that sunshine. Lots and lots and lots of sunshine, as we've seen for the last couple of days now. But if we take a live look outside right now, in Pasco, we're going to be looking through the Giza Stadium sky cam. As we can see, that sun has not yet risen, but once it does, lots and lots of that sun. Around the same temps we saw yesterday, just a little bit warmer, staying a little breezy in the Yakima Valley, specifically Yakima, and even heavier wind in the Ellensburg area. We're staying sunny today. Beautiful day that's ahead of us. We take a look in Yakima, 93 degrees, and there is all of that sunshine for the Yakima area. In the Tri-Cities, 96 degrees, and once again, all of that sunshine that we're going to be experiencing, just a little bit warmer than we saw yesterday. Walla Walla's 95, lots of sun today, a little bit breezy in the Yakima areas. We're going to be starting to see a few showers coming up. I'll tell you when and where those are popping up in my full forecast. That's ahead. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. We have early results for last night's primary election. In Benton County, Christy Rasmussen leads all candidates for the Port of Benton District 2 Commissioner with 47% of the votes. Gary Vegar leads in the race for mayor of Prosser with 56%, while Kurt Meyer leads in Richland for the 6th city council position with 48%. Chelsea Beck, Katrina Waters, and Jill Olson all enjoy a healthy lead over their opponents in the race for Richland School District directors. And at this time, it appears the yes votes are leading to recall Audra Bird, Semi Bird, and Carrie Williams from their positions on the Richland School Board. A Yakima County Sheriff's deputy was shot early yesterday morning during a domestic violence call out in Ottanum. Authorities say it happened just after 1 a.m. on South Fork Road, where they believe a woman was attempting to leave an abusive relationship. Authorities say a 34-year-old man shot at the deputies trying to help the woman and hit a 51-year-old deputy 3 times. The deputy was taken to a Yakima hospital where he is being treated for his injuries, which are not life-threatening at this time. The suspect was arrested and booked into the Yakima County Jail. We're learning more about how authorities are responding to the case of a Granger police officer accused of sexual assault. The Mabton Police Department says it launched an investigation into potential criminal activity involving Granger police officer Glenn Trejo after the city asked the other agency to step in. The request came in early July before a woman petitioned a judge to issue a protection order against Trejo, which the judge granted for a 10-year period. The city of Granger hasn't yet responded to questions about whether they've launched an internal investigation into the matter. Washington State Patrol has launched a new alert system that works similarly to Amber Alerts, but it's for hit-and-run car crashes. Troopers say they're hoping it will help track down suspects faster.
This will be a process that's much more immediate. It's not a press release that's written hours later or days later. It's an alert that goes out as quickly as possible, within minutes, hopefully. And it gets the public's eyes on a car before it can be repainted or fixed or moved to a different state or ditched or hidden.
The alert system was authorized by the state legislation earlier this year, and it went into effect yesterday. It sends an alert to your phone saying the type of vehicle involved, like the make and model, or possibly where the vehicle is heading. More beds, more funding, and more healthcare professionals. That's what community leaders in Eastern Washington say they need to fight the fentanyl epidemic. This week, Washington Senator Maria Cantwell visited Spokane to learn from people who have experienced fentanyl addiction themselves and from people who are on the front lines trying to help.
A very unique thing that we heard today is about the actual healthcare workers that are also needed. And is there some way to help streamline the system so that you could get people who are very qualified to help deal with this crisis?
It was just really amazing that they're looking at it, because we don't have enough beds. There's not enough detox centers in Spokane County, especially like there's a couple of them, but they're private pay. It's like who's homeless on the street that can, afford private pay?
The Senate added sections to the National Defense Authorization Act that Senator Cantwell says would give the federal government more ability to fight fentanyl trafficking. But the House passed a different version, so now lawmakers have to hammer out a compromise version before it can move forward. People in the state of Washington who were convicted of simple drug possession, cannabis possession, and paraphernalia between 1971 and 2021 may be eligible for refunds associated with court fees and other costs. In 2021, the Washington State Supreme Court ruled the state's drug possession law was unconstitutional when it came to simple felony possession. People who qualify can apply through an online portal or mail and need to send in their case number and proof of ID with picture. The state set aside $47 million to vacate those charges and allow sentencing adjustments. It also set aside $51 million for financial obligations. Tracking down a single fentanyl dealer can take months. In Oregon, the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office says last week one person was arrested with gallon-sized bags full of suspected fentanyl pills, plus the materials to make a lot more.
We're estimating that potentially everything combined was the equivalent of about 138,000 fentanyl pills. This individual was a known wanted felon, and so we knew who he was. We believed we knew what he was doing, and he had a warrant, out-of-state warrant for felony, and so we were doing surveillance, just waiting for him.
It's the largest fentanyl seizure in the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office history. The Sheriff's Office says the investigation is still going on, so a suspect has not been identified in this case. We'll return in just a moment, but first Riley Fitzgerald joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
It's going to be a very sunny day today across all of our areas. Beautiful conditions are ahead. I'll tell you about some potential rain that's on the way in your extended forecast. That's coming up.
And with back to school right around the corner, the nationwide teacher shortage is getting worse. More than 40 states are suffering from a severe shortage, with many scrambling to fill vacant positions. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Watch me. Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would, now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Hey there, it's Kara here from the Bistro. I wanted to share with you our tuna tacos and our shrimp tacos. These are our version of the fish tacos, and we're all trying to make healthier decisions with our eating. These fish tacos and shrimp tacos are delicious. The first thing we want to do is get a little oil down on the grill or butter. I'm using an olive oil, canola oil blend, and then we're going to stack our tortillas just about a minute on each side. So I am using a 26-30 size on the shrimp. And then I'm going to season them pretty generously with an Old Bay style seasoning. Now we're going to turn the shrimp. We're going to come back to our tortillas. You want to put a little bit of cabbage on the bottom. I'm going to pull them off the grill. Now we're going to add pico de gallo. And then we top with our chipotle sauce. And then we rough chop some cilantro and finish with that. They're light but filling, and full of flavor. About a year and a half ago at the bistro, we brought in a tap cooler and have beer available on tap. Make sure when you're ordering lunch and dinner that you pair a delicious local beer that we have here on tap.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located, and now Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff at $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book arriving in members' mailboxes this week. It's 20 pages packed with everything you need for your Northwest lifestyle. Not a member? Not a problem. No membership is required during our open house, August 1st through the 15th. Stop in, check us out, and join over 1 million Northwest families saving more every day. Save now during our open house with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Time right now is 5:11. Welcome back. Back to school is coming up fast, and the nationwide teacher shortage is getting worse. Some parts of the country are reporting the biggest staff shortages in years. ABC's Andrea Fujii explains why.
This morning, with some school districts just days away from welcoming students back to class, many are scrambling to fill vacant teaching positions.
We're facing an epidemic when it comes to a teacher shortage.
More than 40 states are suffering a severe teacher shortage. The reason? Teachers list low pay. A starting salary averages $40,000. Burnout from the pandemic, school violence, and lack of respect from students. In Louisiana, Jefferson Parish's public schools have more than 200 teacher vacancies. Los Angeles, more than 450 empty teacher spots. Data shows nearly half of public education employees who left their job last spring resigned, and 1 in 3 teachers say they're likely to quit in the next 2 years. Experts also say teachers are worried. There have been 23 school shootings that resulted in injuries or deaths so far this year, with some schools debating whether teachers should be armed.
Safety is automatically, just because of the current climate of our country, at the top of every educator's mind, of every parent's mind, of every administrator's mind, and I think of every student's mind. And if it's not, it should be.
To ease the shortage, some districts are now asking athletic coaches, retired teachers, and even school principals to help out in the classroom.
And teachers cite another downside to the profession: no remote working options. To combat those drawbacks in recruiting new teachers, some communities are now offering 4-day school weeks. Summer break is almost over and kids will be heading back to school soon. The Pasco Chamber of Commerce is holding its school supplies drive for those students in need. If you're interested in making donations, donation barrels can be found at 5 locations: the Red Lion Hotel, Grocery Outlet, Blue RV Compass, Spec Hyundai, Tri-Cities, and Pasco Chamber of Commerce, all located in Pasco. A list of supplies needed are attached to each barrel. Also, Visa gift cards are accepted to help pay for school lunches.
Their parents are struggling, everybody's struggling right now. So we decided to go grab some barrels and place them at 5 different locations and see what we can do to help the school district.
Project Director Kelly McGrath says this is important to her as she understands how expensive supplies can be. This is the first year for this idea and she hopes it continues on. Coming up, more than 70 years after doctors took a woman's cervical cells without her knowledge, a lawyer for her descendants says they have reached a settlement with a major biotech company. And Riley Fitzgerald returns with a look at your First Alert weather forecast.
Queens Gate Gardens thanks you all for the wonderful support that you've shown us throughout this incredible spring season. We are truly honored to have such amazing customers like you. Come on down for any last-minute summer planting and check out our amazing selection at our fruit stand.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Best thing I've ever done. That's what Freddie told me.
It was the best thing I've ever done. And
really?
Yes, without a doubt.
I don't have any anxiety about money anymore.
Great people. Different people, that's for sure. And all of them had different reasons for getting a reverse mortgage. But you know what? They all felt the same about two things. They all loved their home, and they all wanted to stay in that home.
If you're 62 or older and own your home, you could access your equity to improve your lifestyle. A reverse mortgage loan eliminates your monthly mortgage payments and puts tax-free cash in your pocket. Call 800-770-5456.
Why don't you call AAG and find out what a reverse mortgage can mean for you.
Call right now to receive your free no-obligation info kit. Call 800-770-5456. 800-770-5456.
A single strand of mRNA could individualize how we approach cancer. And the company that's getting us there, Moderna. This changes everything.
You need a fan, but they're bulky, awkward, and never put the breeze exactly where you want it. Introducing my Fold-Away Fan from Bell & Howell, the compact cordless fan that unfolds into your own personal wind machine and extends to nearly 4 feet high. Its lightweight, portable design makes it easier than ever to have a targeted breeze anywhere. Plus, this whisper quiet fan has 3 separate speeds, making personalizing your comfort a breeze. My Fold-Away Fan's rechargeable lithium battery lasts up to 10 hours, and it has enough power to blast a breeze to the other side of this room. Its unique telescoping stand allows you to place it on the floor, so the breeze will reach anywhere with ease. Then the whole thing folds away for easy storage. Get my Fold-Away Fan from Bell & Howell for just 2 payments of $19.99. It comes with the USB cable to make charging fast and easy. My Fold-Away Fan. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-349-4196. That's 1-800-349-4196 or go to myfoldawayfan.com.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day so far. We're taking a live look outside right now in Pasco through the Giza Stadium Skycam. The sun has started to rise on this beautiful Wednesday. We're going to be seeing average temps today, just a little bit warmer than we saw yesterday. Breezy conditions, especially through the Yakima Valley, specifically in Yakima and even more in Ellensburg. We're staying sunny today, as we've seen just about all this weekend for the last couple of weeks. Lots and lots of sun, but that's going to be starting to go away later on this week. If we take a look at our smoke forecast, we're going to be zooming in here to our areas, starting to move across east throughout our area today. So some of that haze is starting to go away at last. If we take a look at our air quality for today, yesterday we saw a little bit of that moderate zone up in northeastern Oregon, but we're seeing all good today, but we're going to be continuing to keep an eye on our air quality. If we take a look at our futurecast right now, very, very clear conditions throughout our Wednesday morning and throughout basically our entire day today. But as we get into Thursday, I'll step out of the way. We're going to be starting to see some showers pop up in the Blue Mountain region. They're going to be mingling around there throughout Thursday night, and by Friday morning it looks like it's starting to show up in Walla Walla, Pendleton, just basically the foothills of the Blues throughout our Friday morning. So we're going to be seeing some showers for the first time now in a couple of weeks. For our temperatures, we're seeing mostly 50s and 60s this morning, upper 50s, lower 60s. So starting out pretty nice today as you make your way out of the door. Our highs for today, mid to lower 90s in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we're seeing the mid 90s. Again, very similar to what we've been seeing now for a couple of weeks. Our temps for today in the Blue Mountain region, again, those mid-90s as well. For our temps for this evening, we're going to be seeing the upper 50s, lower 60s, just about throughout our entire areas. Clear and dry for tonight, but again, some showers popping up later on this week. For our wind speeds, staying pretty low so far, but later on today, it's going to be picking up, especially in the Yakima Valley. In Ellensburg, we're going to be seeing some gusts up to almost 30 miles an hour. And in Yakima, we're going to be seeing gusts up to almost 20 miles an hour. Some gusts tomorrow in Yakima as well, settling down a little bit by our Thursday morning. On our 7-day forecast, there's not much change over the entire week, especially in Yakima, staying around our averages in the lower to mid 90s. Clouds are picking up later on in the week, however. Same in the Tri-Cities, staying around our averages, but not quite hitting those triple digits. More clouds around Friday. Overnight lows are staying pretty similar as well. In Walla Walla, a beautiful forecast, some potential showers for Friday as we saw in our futurecast, otherwise staying very close in our temps throughout all this week. So we're staying average, we're staying very sunny, and again, those showers might be picking up towards our Thursday. First time that we've seen those now in quite a while, but again, beautiful temperatures, just a little bit above our averages. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. Now to the story of a woman known as the immortal Henrietta Lacks. She was behind decades of major medical advancements, but never knew it. And now she's getting her just due. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has more.
This morning, justice for the family of a Black woman who unwittingly became one of the most important figures in modern medicine. Her family finally reaching a settlement with a major biotech company.
Some measure of respect for Henrietta Lacks. Some measure of dignity for Henrietta Lacks.
It's a story 70 years in the making, one that Oprah Winfrey helped tell in the HBO movie The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. In 1951, Lacks checked into Johns Hopkins and was diagnosed with cervical cancer. During her treatment, a doctor removed cells from her tumor without telling her. The HeLa cells, as they came to be called, were found to do something unique. They could reproduce outside of the body on their own. They were, in effect, immortal.
Her cells were the first ever cloned. Her genes were some of the first ever mapped. They were used to create some of our most important cancer medications, the polio vaccine. The list just goes on and on.
Henrietta did not live to see any of those advancements, and her family was never informed. It wasn't until the early 2000s that they finally learned the extent of her contribution. And in 2021, they sued biotech company Thermo Fisher Scientific, arguing the firm knowingly profited from Lacks' cells without her consent.
Everybody in this space have benefited from the HeLa cell.
Word came yesterday that Thermo Fisher Scientific has now agreed to settle the family's lawsuit. The terms were not made public.
And Lacks cells are still in use, recently helping scientists develop COVID vaccines. Pfizer says it expects its new COVID-19 vaccine to get regulatory approval by the end of the month. The new shot targets the Omicron subvariant XBB.1.5. Pfizer says it has already manufactured the vaccine and is ready to roll it out in September. Things will be a bit different this time, though. This will be the first COVID vaccine made available directly from the manufacturer to the commercial market, rather than through the federal government. It's unclear if that will impact its adoption by the public. COVID vaccine rates have been down significantly for some time. Only about 17% of the population got the bivalent booster that became available last year. Trios Health and the American Red Cross are coming together this morning to host a blood drive. From 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Trios Care Center at Southridge, people are invited to roll up their sleeves to give a life-saving donation. The nation is facing a severe blood shortage and all blood types are needed. Gabby Sexton, the ER supervisor with the Trios Care Center, says this has especially affected their team, which is why they're doing this blood drive earlier than they usually would.
Approximately 6 weeks ago, we had one of our nurses here, her son was involved in a tragic accident, and he actually required over 40 units of blood to help with his survival.
On our website, applevalleynewsnow.com, you can find the link to sign up for this blood drive. You need to reserve a spot in advance and bring your ID with you. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, if you weren't able to be the lucky winner in last night's Mega Millions drawing, then Krispy Kreme has a way for you to numb the pain with free donuts. We'll tell you how you can grab one next.
This Friday through Monday only, it's the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air.
Next ET, what you never knew about Freaky Friday is the comedy classic turns 20.
Is that true?
Lindsay Lohan's lifelong bond with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie's really cool.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Buildings dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book arriving in members' mailboxes this week. It's 20 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need for your Northwest lifestyle. At Bi-Mart, our members save more every day.
Welcome to Avira Auto Sales, your buy here, pay here, family-owned car lot. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with low down payments. We work with you to get you approved. And now until the end of summer, mention this ad and get $1,000 off your purchase. So come see us today at 3310 Main Street in Union Gap, next to the Union Gap Food Mart, or visit us online at aviraautosales.com.
We love to prank the ones we love. I like that it doesn't hurt anyone.
Yet.
What is going on?
Oh, geez.
Ah!
Who did this?
This is
the guy. Me.
Okay. Oh my God. How y'all going to hell?
At Denver Mattress, we believe improving your sleep life should be easy and affordable. And during the anniversary 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Krispy Kreme says every lottery player can win some dough through tonight. It comes as the Mega Millions jackpot reached $1.1 billion last night.
And no one was able to bring home the jackpot, but everyone is guaranteed to win a donut. All you have to do is bring a Mega Millions ticket for Tuesday night's big drawing or a losing ticket from any lottery to a Krispy Kreme location through Wednesday.
In return, you get a free original glazed donut while supplies last. Krispy Kreme says it definitely hit the lottery when it comes to its fans. There's probably a billion reasons they love those fans so much, so this week they want them all to win some dough. Lucky for me, I have nothing but losing lottery tickets, so if I want to grab a donut, I can do that.
Fantastic, and we've got a couple around our region to go see. So fantastic, win some dough. Literal dough. Yes. Fantastic. And if you're hoping to win the lottery, maybe you've been wondering if we're going to be getting any rain in our forecast anytime soon. We haven't seen any for a while, but if you have rain on your winning lottery ticket, then I guess you win, because later on tomorrow we're going to be seeing some rain. If we take a live look outside right now in Pasco, we're going to be looking through our Giza Stadium Skycam. Sunny today, but again, we're going to be seeing some showers in the Blues tomorrow. I'll have your first alert weather forecast. That's coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the third indictment faced by former President Donald Trump alleges despite claims the 2020 election was stolen from him, Trump was the one who attempted to steal the presidency. And recent poll numbers show the former president is still a considerable challenger in the 2024 presidential election.
In today's Tech Bites, Amazon Clinic is launching nationwide. The virtual health service allows users to connect with healthcare providers to treat common conditions like migraines and sinus infections. After filling out a questionnaire, customers can communicate over video or text message. Nintendo's next generation gaming console could be released next year. Reports say it could feature a less expensive LCD. Nintendo Switch sales have been suffering a drop-off, but the console is still the third best-selling gaming console of all time. And finally, a vintage Apple computer is on the auction block. The Apple I, the brand that launched the tech giant, is signed by co-founder Steve Wozniak. The computer was bought back in 1980 in Massachusetts. It's expected to sell for about $200,000. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Chevy Silverado has what it takes to do it all. With up to 13 camera views and the Z71 off-road package.
You okay?
Yeah. Any truck can help you make a living. This one helps you build a life. Chevy Silverado.
Want luxury hair repair that doesn't cost $50? Pantene's Pro Vitamin Formula repairs hair, as well as the leading luxury bonding treatment for softness and resilience without the price tag. If you know it's Pantene.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft.
Holy Charmin.
Excuse me.
Roll it back, everybody. Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more, but it's so absorbent, you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
A massive indictment from federal prosecutors alleges former President Donald Trump has promoted baseless claims that the 2020 election was stolen from him. And despite the indictment, recent poll numbers show that the American public's trust in President Biden isn't too far off the former president's.
We're going to be seeing a little bit warmer temperatures than we saw yesterday, but we're staying in and around our averages. But some showers are on the way. I'll tell you when and where those are popping up. Coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Riley, I was just saying to Jason the other day that I want to see some rain in the forecast. So I'm very happy that you have some showers in your forecast, and I'm excited to find out where.
Exactly. We've been seeing so much sun for the last couple of weeks. Not enough rain, not entirely, but we are going to be seeing some showers start to pop up. Those are coming tomorrow though, so we just have to wait, I think, one more day. If we take a live look outside right now in Pasco through our Giza Stadium Skycam, we've got our average temps today. It's looking a little bit hazy out right now, but those are going to be starting to move out later on today. Breezy conditions in the Yakima Valley, specifically in Yakima and even more so in Ellensburg. We're staying sunny today, as we've been seeing now for a couple of weeks. Today in Yakima, 93 degrees, and again, all of this sun is taking place today throughout all of our regions. Tri-Cities, 96 degrees and sunny as well, so above average temperatures. Very, very sunny throughout all of our regions. 95 in Walla Walla, but we are going to be seeing some of that sun pop up, or some of that showers pop up in the Walla Walla area starting tomorrow. I'll tell you when and where those are popping up in my full forecast. That's on the way.
Thank you, Riley. Donald Trump indicted for allegedly trying to subvert democracy in the United States and overturn the will of American voters in the 2020 election. Prosecutors accusing the former president of spreading lies about election fraud, despite knowing he lost to then-candidate Joe Biden. Those lies, the indictment says, fueled the violent January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest on the historic developments out of Washington.
Former President Donald Trump criminally charged in relation to alleged widespread efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss to now President Joe Biden. Trump indicted on 4 federal felony charges: conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of and an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights.
The attack on our nation's capital on January 6, 2021 was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. It was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government.
The indictment accuses Trump and 6 co-conspirators of creating fraudulent slates of electors in 7 states. Those co-conspirators have not been charged and are not named in the indictment.
What's very extraordinary about this indictment is that it offers a very sweeping view of what led to January 6th.
Former Vice President Pence, who's running against Trump for the 2024 GOP nomination, condemning his former boss, saying anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president. Prosecutors also accused Trump of trying to compel the Justice Department to conduct sham investigations into election crimes and of sending his supporters to the Capitol to obstruct the certification proceeding.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol and we fight.
The former president reacting, calling these charges ridiculous, telling ABC News he believes he will still defeat Biden.
We will relitigate every single issue in the 2020 election in the context of this litigation.
Judge Tanya Chutkan, who will oversee this case, has already given out some of the toughest sentences against January 6th rioters. Trump will appear in court tomorrow on these new charges. Former President Trump is burning through money raised by donors. New filings show his joint fundraising committee has brought in more than $53 million so far this year. About $21 million of that has already been used to pay growing legal bills. When July started, the leadership PAC Save America had $3.6 million in its accounts. At the beginning of 2023, the PAC had $18 million in reserves. Meanwhile, Trump allies have launched a legal defense fund as an alternative fundraising vehicle to help cover their bills. A new poll from the New York Times and Siena College is the latest to show a tight matchup between President Biden and Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential race. The poll found registered voters are divided evenly, with 43% backing Biden and 43% favoring Trump if the election were held today. That mirrors the even split found in the recent Marquette Law School poll and other recent polling showing a close contest within the margin of error. The survey also shows both Biden and Trump are viewed more negatively than positively by voters nationwide. 54% say they have an unfavorable view of Biden and 55% an unfavorable impression of Trump. Biden's overall approval rating in the poll also tilts negative, with 39% approving of the job he's done as president and 54% disapproving. Riley Fitzgerald is here now with a look at your forecast.
Well, everything that we saw yesterday, nice and hot temps, lots of sun, that's what we're seeing today as well. Some more wind than we saw yesterday in the Yakima Valley. I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
And the United States may be feeling the fallout from the debt ceiling drama as the nation finds its credit rating knocked down a rank.
What's up at DQ? That guy's going fry first on a $7 meal deal. Ooh, or is it dessert first? These two are debating which $7 meal deal, with fries, drink, and a sundae, is the best full-size meal deal of all.
Cheeseburger.
Chicken strips.
And he can't believe he got a full-size meal for just $7.
Can't believe I got a full-size meal for just $7.
That's a $7 meal deal, and that's what's up at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Sweetie pie?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm afraid this closet is full. Do you really need all of these shirts?
I was waiting until I could fit into them again.
And how's that going?
Well, not so well.
This closet isn't getting any bigger. How about we make some space?
I guess I could pick a few out and
Good.
donate them to Goodwill.
Your donations to Goodwill support our local Employment Connection Center, a free walk-in job search assistance program.
Good job. Goodwill.
So, Richardson family, the neighbors are very curious about your new family member.
Oh, Robe-Elizabeth?
Hello.
We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a fourth line to get the best deal. It's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh.
I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore.
Awkward.
Now at US Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line. US Cellular, built for us.
You ready?
More than ready.
Blue Compass RV has over 100 dealerships coast to coast. So we're with you today, tomorrow, and the road ahead. It's a little something we like to call peace of mind.
Here we are, mile marker 0.
More like mile 3,652.
Blue Compass RV.
Let's take the long way home.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Friday, August 4th is our Jersey Lunch Bag Giveaway, thanks to Gisa Credit Union. The first 500 fans through the gates will receive this unique piece of Dust Devils memorabilia. It's also a family feast night with $2 hot dogs and other concession items throughout the night. Then on Saturday, stick around after the action for our post-game fireworks display, presented by Teamsters Local 839. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
Crossing the Columbia River by car in a boat.
Only ferry owned by the state of Washington that is not in the Puget Sound.
See it all over the Keller Ferry on Fly the Northwest.
Very unique.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live, Taylor Lautner and his wife, Taylor Lautner. Okay, what now? Double the Taylors, double the fun. Doubly excited?
Yes, doubly excited.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
The United States credit rating has dropped after the American credit rating agency Fitch knocks the nation down a peg. And that could affect everything from the mortgage rates Americans pay on their homes to contracts carried out all across the world. Due to some doubt about U.S. debt, Fitch Ratings downgraded its U.S. debt rating on Tuesday from highest credit quality to very high credit quality. Officials at Fitch say the lower grade is due to what it calls, quote, a steady deterioration in standards of governance over the last 20 years, including the long-standing but eventually resolved debt ceiling battle between the President, Joe Biden, and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Fitch also said the U.S. government, quote, lacks a medium-term fiscal framework unlike most peers and has a complex budgeting process. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer blasted House Republicans in House for the drop in credit rating, saying the GOP's, quote, flirtation with default has negative consequences for the country. So far, there's been no comment from House Speaker Kevin McCarthy on the issue. New numbers released Tuesday show fewer jobs available, 9.6 million to be exact, which is the lowest we've seen in more than 2 years. It means there are 3 jobs open for every unemployed worker in America. Officials are hoping as the job market slows and businesses don't need to keep raising wages in order to compete for workers, they should also stop raising prices and inflation should calm down. Unemployment is currently sitting at 3.6%, although we'll get an update when July's numbers are released on Friday. Coming up, evacuations have been ordered for extreme wildfires, including one that crossed over the U.S. border from Washington into Canada. And we'll return with a look at your first alert weather forecast. That's next.
The Keller Ferry on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Things to consider when choosing a pediatrician.
Talk to friends, family members, or your OBGYN. It's quite possible they'll have a good suggestion. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
What you looking at, babe?
Cars on cars.com.
What's wrong with this one?
I just got promoted, so I'm looking for something more. Ciao.
Ciao.
2 million cars for 2 million possibilities. Cars.com. Where to next?
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy, so you can live your greatness. And for kids, try Children's Allegra, the #1 allergist-recommended non-drowsy brand.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Friday, August 4th is our Jersey Lunch Bag Giveaway, thanks to Gisa Credit Union. The first 500 fans through the gates will receive this unique piece of Dust Devils memorabilia. It's also a family feast night with $2 hot dogs and other concession items throughout the night. Then on Saturday, stick around after the action for our post-game fireworks display, presented by Teamsters Local 839. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
This Friday through Monday only, it's the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Find deep discounts on every sofa, dining table, and bed. Like the Mainstay sofa, now only $6.99. The Martin Dining Group, only $3.99. The Glenwood Queen Bed, just $7.99. And the Queen Size Summit, now only $299.99. Plus, 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
With any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, and batteries never need charging.
I was having a stroke, and I was scared to death.
If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Life Alert is a lifesaver.
My husband is alive because of Life Alert.
Life Alert is the lifesaver to keep me out of assisted living.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-808-1941. That's 1-800-808-1941. Call now. 1-800-808-1941.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're taking a live look outside right now in Pasco through the Gisa Stadium Skycam. Starting a little hazy, but that's going to be making its way out of our area hopefully pretty soon. Average temps today just a little bit above our averages, a little bit warmer than we saw yesterday. Breezy conditions we're going to be seeing in the Yakima Valley, especially in Yakima and in Ellensburg today. We do have a fire weather watch right now in Kittitas County from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. We'll talk about that again later. And staying sunny today, and we're going to be starting to see some clouds shape up a little bit later on this week. If we take a look at our smoke forecast, zooming into our areas, we can see it slowly making its way east throughout our day. And yesterday we had a little bit of moderate air quality in the northeastern Oregon area. Now it looks like we're all in the good, but we're going to be keeping an eye on that air quality with that smoke and haze. For our future cast, very clear to start off our Wednesday. And as we make our way into Thursday, that's when we start to see the first little bits of those showers down there in the blues. We can see them. They're going to be mingling around through Thursday night and into our Friday morning. That's when we're going to be starting to see some showers in the Pendleton area and Walla Walla, even possibly throughout the mid-Columbia as well for our Friday. So we're going to be seeing some showers that we haven't seen in quite a while. Temperatures right now, we're staying around the mid-50s to the lower 60s, staying a little bit cooler as you make your way out the door this morning, but a lot of temperatures are going to be rising quite a bit. If we take a look at our highs for today, mid to lower 90s around the Yakima Valley, upper 80s in Ellensburg, mid 90s around the mid-Columbia, and same in the blues, those mid 90s as well. So just a little bit warmer than we saw yesterday. Our temps for this evening staying in the upper 50s, lower 60s throughout all of our areas, clear and dry. Our wind speeds right now are pretty low, but later on today it's going to be picking up, especially in the Yakima Valley, in Ellensburg and in Yakima. Gusts of almost 30 miles per hour in Ellensburg tonight, up to 20 miles per hour in Yakima, and settling down a little bit by our Thursday morning. We do have a fire weather warning in the Kittitas County for gusty winds. Low humidity and outdoor burning is not recommended because of this fire weather warning. If we take a look at our 7-day forecast, beautiful temps, there's not much change over the next week, especially in Yakima, staying around our averages in the lower to mid 90s. Clouds are picking up later on in the week, just a little bit in Yakima. Same in the Tri-Cities, staying around our averages, but not quite hitting those triple digits. More clouds around Friday. Overnight lows are staying pretty similar as well. In Walla Walla, beautiful forecast, some potential showers for our Friday as we saw in our Futurecast, otherwise staying very close in our temps throughout all this week. So we're staying average, we're staying in very, very sunny, but again, those showers that we haven't seen in quite a while are going to be starting to pick up around our Thursday night and into our Friday. Have a great Wednesday. I'll send it back to Jill.
Fast-moving wildfires have forced people from their homes and created dangerous conditions for firefighters in 2 different regions. Mike Valerio has the latest.
Furious flames scorching the earth, spewing thick, toxic smoke, creating an apocalyptic-like landscape along the U.S.-Canada border in Washington.
You could actually feel the heat from it, across the lake. And we also could hear the roar from the fire at one point too, as it would hit the bigger clumps of trees.
The raging flames of the Eagle Bluff fire threatening properties and triggering evacuations.
The first priority is always human life and safety.
It's impressive, it's scary, but it's fascinating to watch how fast it moves, and then how you'll be watching it, and then about 100 meters ahead, a spark will happen and another tree will go up, and then the main bulk of the fire catches up to that, and it was moving so fast north.
It's a similar situation on the California-Nevada border.
There's a haze, nothing, you can't see ahead. You can't see the mountain.
With people fleeing the flames of the York fire.
We've got all of our animals that we could take with us. Some of them we had to turn loose, the cattle, and the sheep.
Forceful winds are fueling the fires, the extreme weather creating extremely dangerous conditions, spawning a vortex of flames and smoke.
People's lives are, at stake, the people fighting the fires. It's a hazard. Fire and wind is not mixed.
In Los Angeles, I'm Mike Valerio.
At this time, the Eagle Bluffs fire has burned over 15,000 acres and is currently 10% contained. When we come back, a French man who found a Hawaiian hero's missing ring from World War II travels to Hawaii to visit the family of the original owner.
With 30 years experience, we've learned a lot about how to litigate cases and also how to settle cases when that's appropriate. Give us a call if you've been injured in an accident.
Call 735-0546. Find out what your rights are under the law.
I ought to slap this gavel on this thing. Gotcha! You ain't got no friends back there.
This is the thing.
Oh, you probably shouldn't have said that.
Judge Steve Harvey. New tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Buds and Blossoms 2 in Richland. Servicing the full Tri-Cities, we design custom arrangements for birthdays, weddings, funerals, and just because. Stop into Buds and Blossoms 2, home of the Big White Dogs, at 1310 Jadwin, Richland.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bathfitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. We're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One of our favorite dishes here is the Keto Bowl. It's loaded with delicious vegetables such as squash, zucchini, broccoli, and then you get to pick your protein, such as smoked Polish sausage, chicken, shrimp, or steak. Another favorite dish we have here is our meatball sub. You have to try this. It is delicious. We love to get to know each customer, and we want you to feel like family when you're here. We can't wait to see you at the Village Bistro.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
What's better than super fresh fruits and vegetables? Yep, you've got it. Super fresh fruits and vegetables on sale.
Swing into Super One Foods this Thursday and save big during our 12-hour produce sale. Dole bananas just 48 cents a pound. Washington-grown seedless watermelon, 38 cents a pound. And whole sweet cantaloupe, 48 cents a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour produce sale this Thursday only. Hey, it's better than fresh.
With 30 years experience, we've learned a lot about how to litigate cases and also how to settle cases when that's appropriate. Give us a call if you've been injured in an accident.
Call 735-0546. Find out what your rights are under the law.
Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather. Watch tonight.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to take a look close to home, mid to upper 80s in the upper Yakima Valley in Kittitas County. Pretty sunny and a little bit breezy here. We do have a fire weather warning right now in Kittitas County because of those breezy conditions, so be wary of starting any fires today. If we take a look in the Yakima area, sunny and clear in the Yakima Valley today. Yakima is going to be a little bit breezy as well, but beautiful and hot temps in the area, a little warmer than we saw yesterday, mostly mid to lower 90s. And in the mid-Columbia, we're seeing those mid-90s as well. A very hot day today, sunny and clear. We're hoping for that haze to get out of here a little bit faster, but it's going to be moving just a little bit. The Blue Mountain region, mostly mid-90s, some lower 90s in there. Hot day ahead. Let's talk about some potential showers. My forecast, that's ahead.
A ring found across a vast ocean in Europe where it was lost during World War II. Now the man who found it is visiting its original owner's family in Hawaii. Mark Carpenter has the story.
A Medal of Honor recipient and member of the famed 442nd Regimental Combat Team who died fighting in World War II. Many of his relatives had only heard of his bravery, but the connections to his heroic legacy rekindled thanks to a discovery made by a French collector.
We're just so happy and appreciative of Sebastian, because what Sebastian did is he found the ring and he went out of his way to return the ring to the family.
That ring is Staff Sergeant Kuroda's class ring from Farrington High. For nearly 80 years it had been buried in a forest near Brières, France, until Sebastian Rua came along.
He is a metal detector hobbyist. So he and his friends over the years have found different things. He told us he found 3 rings. It was the only ring with markings that he was able to return to the family. The 2 other rings didn't have any markings, so he was not able to present it.
On va dire j'ai eu beaucoup de chance. He was systematic, but also he was lucky. He think luck was on his side for the matter.
You could call it luck, but the Kuroda family considers it fate. They visited France last year to thank Sebastian and bring the ring home to Hawaii.
We spent 4 wonderful days, and it was the French's version of kindness, hospitality, and aloha.
And this week, the Kurodas are returning the favor, hosting Sebastian and his family on their first trip to the islands. Today, they showed the heirloom, proudly displayed at the Kurodas' longtime auto body business. And Kevin considers this reunion the power of the ring.
There's so many sacrifices that the 442 and 100th have done, all veterans, and yet over time, that acknowledgement, has been forgotten. And just one ring has just lifted the remembrance of the sacrifices. It's also brought family members closer.
And Sebastian is touched. A find in the woods has led to a new life.